Hello, hello, hello to all the beautiful beings of love and beautiful beings of light. Morayana here. I am your host and guide today for this wonderful episode in Awaken Your Divine Blueprint. We are talking about the heart today. We are talking about the art of the heart. Whoever's tuning in live, welcome. If you're here, you can give me a shout out on the chat. If you can hear me loud and clear, give me a 5x5. I don't see much people so yet, but yeah. So we're going to begin the art of the heart. So, how is everybody's heart doing between all these eclipses? We're in an eclipse portal, and I'm sure that a lot of you are feeling it. I know I was feeling it. Lots of really good heart expansion feelings, and sometimes meeting myself in a little bit of like, oh my God, did that really happen? What just happened to my heart? Something mirrored something to me. Where can I improve in my heart? Where can I show more love? Aloha, Margaret. 5x5. Thank you, dear, for letting me know on the chat. Hi, Ariel. So happy to be here. Yay. Everybody's tuning in. So I really like this little creation that I made, the garden of the heart, because really I want to let's talk about the heart today as if it was a garden. And when you tend to the garden, you can go to a regular garden that looks pretty simple. But the gardens that really look really good, like the botanical gardens, they're all done in such a artistic way. It makes nature look like the Garden of Eden when everything is really tended to with love. Everything is taken care of. Everything is snipped to the perfect shape, right? And that's what becomes a beautiful garden when it's tended to with love and care, with patience, with sunshine, with water. And if you just leave a garden to be, it's not going to look as beautiful. So that's the same analogy for our heart. And we're going to be talking about how to care for our heart in an artistic way, in the art of creation. How do we bring that creation, the art of creation, into our heart for our heart to flourish like a botanical garden? So today I'm also offering a free sigil. Tune in till the end, and I will be sharing a link that you can claim your free sigil. It would be a sigil for your heart expansion. There's also affirmations that come with it. So, what is the art of the heart? If you want to share on the comments below or here in the chat, let me know what is the art of the heart for you. But what came through for me is that the art of the heart in the heart is the method by which one creates their intelligence into the heart, creating love through art and sacred union with their divine energies of love, meaning the sacred union with our divine masculine and our divine feminine polarities. When we tend to this garden in our heart of this polarity and harmonize that polarity, through the art of creation, that's when we become a direct expression of the God, goddess manifest as the creator of our reality, right? So, how do we do that? How do we tend with the artistic expression of the God and goddess creator? How do we make that? How do we create that in our heart? So, the forms of creation of the art of the heart is through anything that you can express yourself and anything that you can direct your energy to be in a harmonious way in your heart. So, devotional song, writing songs, singing songs. Have you ever heard about the expression soul singing? This is what I do when I do light language, when my voice opens up to the divine and there's a soul expression that happens. And I will be doing a light language activation today. So if you want to hear what that hears like, you're welcome to stay until the end of the episode. And that becomes a devotional song. It doesn't only have to come from a higher octave. You can be singing a song that you heard on the radio and you sing it with your heart. And your heart is connected to your voice. Every time I sit down and play my guitar and I don't think of anything, I always, when I'm finished playing, feel a heart expansion in my heart because it connects. The sound is connected directly through your vocal cords to your heart, Here's the throat, here's the heart, right? And so we're expressing, we are singing from our heart. It can be expressed through art, not just in the form of singing, but through any source of art, which is creation. If it's painting, if it's digital art, I love digital art. I also love painting. It can be through writing. It can be through any kind of nature art. You can take nature and create art from nature. Any kind of artistic expression that you can create with your hands is a form of creation. And you become a creator, you can actually see what comes through your hands and your imagination and bring that form of creation into the physical, and you become a god, goddess creator. Sacred offerings of the four elements. What I loved about Bali when I was living in Bali, that every home, every shop, every person in that island creates a sacred offering every day for the spirit of love. They take four elements, they put them in this little thing, and it's a prayer offering. They put flowers, they put a little bit, they spray water on it, tap water on it. They use incense for the air element, and when you burn the incense, that's the fire. And so it's a beautiful offering, and we can do that to ourselves. I have an altar here, and I make sure I always have fresh flowers, that I always have a candle burning. Well, not always, I'm living in a jungle, but when I'm having my sacred moment, I put candles. I like putting something with water. Also, having the four elements is always going to bring a blessing, and you're showing appreciation to the four elements. And so having an altar and putting all your little crystals or things that make you happy, whatever it is that is precious to your heart. If it's a gift that somebody gave you, maybe somebody gave you a shell, maybe somebody gave you a crystal, maybe somebody gave you a photograph. You put it on the little altar, and that is a blessing offering to the four elements and to yourself, because you are worthy of beauty. You are worthy of flowers. If you're a man and you don't want to use flowers, you can just, whatever it is that makes you feel good. Maybe it's a photograph of somewhere that you want to travel to. Maybe it's a $100 bill that you are manifesting right now into $1 billion bill, and you just add the zeros and you put it on your altar wherever that you can see it. Whatever it is that you are wanting in your life and you want to call into your life, it's a sacred ritual that you can always create for yourself with pleasure, and just put it in a place that's sacred to you and create something special for yourself. All right. So, prayer and intention. The power of prayer is so profound. If there's something that I've learned through my journey with automatic writing, theta healing, light language, all these modalities that I use for healing, is that the power of the word is the most powerful. When I channel automatic writing in the form of theta healing, I just write. And when I transmit it with intention to clients, to group sessions, to myself, these limiting beliefs, they shift just from me listening to what is being said. That is so incredibly powerful. Now, you can think that I'm talking BS, but I was checking. I check with the pendulum, and maybe you know how to work with the pendulum, maybe you don't, maybe it's worth learning, but it's really cool. I learned to use a pendulum 10 years ago, and when somebody showed me how to use a pendulum, I'm like, "Oh my god, that really worked." I sat down with it. Didn't work right away. I drank water. She guided me to drink water, drink water, drink water. I drank water, and then it was moving. I couldn't believe it. It's like broke thousands of years of programming. And I was like, wow, I'm moving it without touching it. Well, I'm touching it, but I'm not moving it purposely. So once you learn how to use a pendulum answers questions of yes and no. You can't act, well, you can ask it only questions of yes and no, preferably not future questions. But let's say I removed a belief. I would take the pendulum and I would state, I have this belief. Let's give an example. I have fear speaking in public. Let's just say that I have fear speaking in public. Before I did the transmission, let's say it would turn out to be a yes. You have to give a statement. You can't just ask it, you don't ask like, do I have fear of speaking in public? You don't use pendulums in that way. You make a statement. I have fear speaking in public. It will tell you yes or no. Okay. Once you get the specific answer, what I would do is I would do the transmission. I would ask my guides, please shift this belief for me. I would start doing automatic writing. I would write it down. I would read it. And when I'm done reading it, I would ask again, and my belief is gone. It's shifted. That's the power of our word. For those of you that have done sessions with me and group healings with me and activations with me, I'm sure that you have felt the changes and the shifts in your life by just listening to light language, by just listening to theta healing. And that is the power of our words. So, prayer and intention, I always like giving this analogy. If you want to pray, if you want to invite something into your life, if you want to manifest, it doesn't only end with asking for what you want, but it is embodying your expression in words with anyone you're speaking with, your thoughts in your mind. Because if you're saying one thing and you're sitting on the altar and you're saying, I want to be a millionaire, whatever it is you're calling in, I want to speak in public without fear, whatever it is. But then in your mind, you leave the altar and you're like, oh my God, but I'll never be able to do this. And you're in this loop of like, oh my God, but how can I be a millionaire? I can never be rich. La, 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 la. And this like sound, this repeating voices in your head and it's on loop. This is what you're manifesting because you're thinking it. So it's intentional practice. So if you are praying and setting intention, it doesn't end in the altar. It doesn't end when you pray in just that moment. Practice repeating these affirmations of what you want in your looping thoughts. And if you are manifesting and creating and saying things in your mind that are the opposite, catch yourself, say cancel, clear, and say what it is that you actually want to bring in. Think about every word that you are that you're saying, because you're manifesting. Everything that you're saying is written as a tattoo on your forehead, on your face, and you have to walk with that tattoo for the rest of your life. I will never have la la la, and that's all over your face. So just imagine that that's what's going to be tattooed on your face. So make sure that if you have a tattoo on your face, that it's something that you would appreciate people repeating to you, that they look at you and they're like, oh my God, you're an actual millionaire. That's cool. Oh my God, you found the love of your life. Oh my God, you speak in public now. That's amazing. Whatever it is, right? I'm just throwing out examples there. So prayer and intention, tend to your garden of the heart with powerful, magnetic, beautiful, amazing, blissful words, and do it intentionally. Jenny is saying, I've heard you say that before, and I actually do think of that when I find myself having wayward thoughts. Yes, I do. I share this often because it's such a good analogy, right? Because if you're walking with a tattoo on your face, you want to make sure that that's a good thing that you're saying. So it's because it's imprinted for life. So I like using this example. So you probably will hear me talk about it often when I do talk about that. Aloha Daya. I see people tuning in. So fun. Yes. I love that you guys are here. Thank you for tuning in live. Jenny is saying it's so good. Stuck with me. Yep. So keep that in your thoughts when you are trying to manifest something and you want it. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, let me know in the chat. I want to know, or in the comments below. Let me know what you're trying to cancel the word trying. Let me know what you're manifesting. Write it here on the comments below and we will affirm it all together. Everybody here on the chat will say, I affirm. We get witnesses. And the more people are manifesting the same thing, hence group activations, when we are in a group session, we're actually doing way more powerful work because we are pillars of light doing work together and it amplifies the energy. This is very, very, very cool. The next form of creation of the art of the heart is body cleansing. Body cleansing. Because our body, oh my God, oh my God, can everybody just hug their body for just a moment? Our body, so precious, goes through so much, and it's not our fault. It is societal programming fault of what we were taught that's right for us or not right for us. All the social media content that people see. If you open Instagram or Facebook, it's like, do this, do that, do this. You walk outside and it's where it depends where you live in the world. It can be really polluted and the water has all kinds of things in it. And it's in the water, in the air, in what we're listening to. It's everything, like what our body absorbs. I definitely felt that in Bali. That's why I left. I felt that I was absorbing so much toxins through the water and I had to leave. That's why I'm in Hawaii. And that was really difficult on my body. And so like cleansing parasites. Oh my God. I had to do parasite cleanse when I was in Bali. It's in the water, it's in the food, like parasites. And it's not even just living in Bali or in India or whatever. Even here in America, people deal with parasites in the water, in our food. It is everywhere. And we also have good bacteria. I'm not saying that parasites are only bad because we also have good microbes that live in our gut. And that's actually really important. And we need the good bacteria, but there's also harmful bacteria and parasites. And we need to clean this on a regular basis. We need to clean our bodies in a regular basis because that is the temple of our precious garden heart. Our heart is the temple of this whole machine that works for us every day. And whatever we decide to do with this body is the definition of how well of a life we're going to live, how healthy of a life we're going to live, how happy we're going to live. And all these are really, really important things to understand. Body cleansing is number one. I wouldn't say number one. There is no, like, it's just really important to do a cleanse once or twice a week to maintain a healthy lifestyle, to cleanse our body from all these toxins. And we will talk about more about cleansing in the rest of the show. And I'll go in depth into an offering that I have coming up in a week. Okay. Movement and vitality, sacred dance. That is my favorite form of creation. There is such a beautiful unfolding that happens when you surrender to the God Goddess within your movement in your body. There are sacred dances that happen, like mudra dancing, which I do and Creator, God Goddess Creator takes over, and my hands start to move in mudras, spreading love, spreading energy, spreading light, activating my energy and light body while other people are watching are also being activated by the light body. This is just a form in hands, but you can also do it with your whole body. And there's an unfolding that happens when you dance. Now, dance, what I love about dance and why it's such a beautiful form of creation, because you let go of the mind. If you're dancing and you're still thinking, you're not dancing. If you're dancing and you let the chi, your inner wisdom take over, the life force energy take over, and you are thinking about absolutely nothing, you have succeeded in the form of sacred dance. Because sacred dance is something that happens within you and not externally. It's something that actually moves your body and creates a form of movement. And it is the most divine expression. I need to share more of my dancing. I know I don't do that. I want to share more of my movements, and I will get there. I will share with you more of what my dance looks like, because it is, so Jenny is saying dance is life. Yes, dance is life. I dance 2 to 3 times a week if I can, if not mainly twice a week. And it's one of my favorite things to do. And it should be yours. And even if you don't like dancing, you might discover that you actually just never danced before properly. And when you find yourself dancing properly, you will find that you will connect to that God Goddess creation within yourself. So forms of creation of the art of the heart is not just in all of this, like, artistic stuff, but it's also knowing what to let go of, just like in body cleansing, and releasing fear of identity. It's a big one right now, right? Like, Me as an example, I'm from Israel originally. My family's there, and there's a whole thing happening in the world with the war, and my heart is focused on expansion and love. But my identity comes from a place where there's a lot of problems right now. And so, like, I can't live in that fear. And I'm just one example of million cases, billion cases on the planet. I'm sure that if somebody is from another place and there's problems, another place there's problems. There's like we were born into a certain identity with a stamp where you're from. We were put in a box, and that box creates an identity. And I encourage you to love, embrace, cherish, praise the love within inside you as your identity. Worship the love that is inside of you, the divinity that is within you as your identity. It's really difficult when we were told that we're XYZ, you're from here and here and here, you speak this language. Language is something that separates. And I mean, light language is kind of cool because like we don't understand it. Nobody really understand what we're saying. So it kind of brings us into this unity consciousness when we listen to it. But language separates. Color of skin, unfortunately, has been something that's so stupid. Yeah, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. Humans are so stupid. No, I'm kidding, not humans. But it's so stupid. It makes me sometimes like, how did they separate us on such petty little things? Like skin color. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense to me. I don't know how humanity got to that point, but countries putting a border between land and all of these issues created problems. And now it's creating problems between brothers and sisters. I just had an argument with somebody that cared about deeply that came to me as an identity, and I'm like, well, let's try to look above that, because it's not A or B, it's all of it is a problem. It's not one side, it's all of this that became this is the problem. And we have to look at the problem as a whole and not as a side and not as an identity. So let's release the fear of identity and embrace the love of our divinity, worship our divinity, worship that sacred essence of our heart as the art of the heart, as our devotion to creation of ourselves and others. Okay. Gestures of honoring the body. If you want to share when I say gestures of honoring the body, what does that look like to you? You can write it on the chat or the comments below. What is a gesture that you do to honor your body and making a better home for the soul? There's certain things that for me, for instance, I really like giving myself healing in the morning. I wake up, but I never leave the bed right away. I use my hands to go over my chakras. I give myself energy work. And instead of rushing into the day, I always take that pause moment in the morning to give myself energy work as I would do for other people. First, I do it to myself. I recalibrate my energy. There's really this beautiful harmonious thing that I do where I'm really channeling energy and moving it and opening, massaging myself. If there's pain somewhere, I'll do pressure points, I'll do toning. And this is my morning ritual to do a gesture of honoring the body. Sometimes I look in the mirror naked, looking at myself and praising, telling myself how amazing I am, how beautiful I am. I got curves, and I worship my curves. I've learned when I was younger, curves were always for me like the bad thing, because everybody was a hot, skinny model, tall and skinny, eating like I don't know what she was eating. She wasn't eating. That's the thing. And I come from a Jewish home where everybody loves to eat and you show love through food. And I got the Egyptian, come half Egyptian. So I got the Egyptian curves. And now I look at these curves and I praise, I worship, I say these things to myself, and it actually makes me feel so good. So, gestures of honoring the body, because the body needs attention, right? It's not just the soul, it's not just energy, because this body is our vehicle. It's going to take us or it's not going to take us. Your vehicle, if you put oil, it will run. If you're not putting oil in it, it'll stop running eventually and it's going to have all kinds of problems. You're going to have to go to the mechanic, or a doctor, so you want to make sure that you're giving yourself these gestures of honoring the body. Daya is saying, give our bodies rest. No, listen to the body when it's asking you for you to rest, because there is an inner voice that wants to get it done. I need to do this. I have a list to do list. And then the body's like, yo, 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 wait, I am tired. We just did all of this all week. Are you freaking kidding me? You need to ground and sit down. But you're like, no, I gotta go. And then your body's like, okay, no problem. We're going to get sick because you didn't listen. How many of you experienced that where you're pushing it so hard? You did not listen to your body, you didn't ground, and then you got sick. I'm sure we all experienced that. Also, Daya is saying detox baths are a miracle. In the beginning of my healing journey, I did a lot. I still do a lot of baths, but not as much as I did in my healing journey, because I felt like I was needing to detox a lot every day, all the time, energies. So there's lots of bath recipes that you can actually clear energy of the body. Maybe I'll make a book about it one day, because there's a lot of beautiful ways that you can do that. Jenny is saying, take salt baths with essential oils in the evening, taking time to soak my body. Yes, recharges the soul. And if you're in the water, you can sing to yourself, sing to the water. The water is something that absorbs sound, it listens. And if you're saying these loving things to you and to the water, I am beautiful, I am wonderful, I am blissful, I am sexy, I am hot, I am whatever it is that it's coming through you. If you say it while you're in the water is listening to these affirmations, and then you are absorbing that into your body. Isn't that cool? Amazing. Ariel is saying, I would love to really put my mind to a full detox then, but the body is so resistant. Oh, well, we got a detox coming up. Up. Let's keep going. So self-care, which goes into the gestures of the body also, but self-care, I have this new obsession. I'm laughing because it's I have a new obsession with my hair. I mean, I've always had an obsession, but now the obsession is natural. I want to stop using soaps because my hair started like falling since Bali. I know I have a lot of it, but a lot of my hair, I would comb it, a lot of hair would come out. And I started asking creation, like through automatic writing, what can I do to regrow my hair in a healthy way? And I get downloads over downloads on what I can do. I'm also going to make a little book about the things that I channel about our beauty, by the way. I think I'm going to make a little book for everybody that they can use these little channeled techniques or channeled information about our hair or about our skin things. So I have an obsession with like natural oils, natural essential oils, and the things that we can do with our skin, with our hair. Recently, I created I took rice and I blended rice and I made it like a powder and I started washing my face with the rice. And even if you use yogurt with that too, and you mix yogurt with the rice, oh my God, try it. It's amazing. It is amazing. And then you can also leave it on your skin, the rice and the yogurt, after you like rub it in your skin, leave it on for like 30 minutes. I mean, also 20 minutes, but at 15 minutes, it'll make your skin so smooth while giving you a little bit of a scrub effect to it. But there's like all these little things that I've been using and really making a difference. Like my hair stopped to fall out after I started using all these oils. And yeah, and I'm right now I'm mastering it. Any rice. Ariel is asking what rice I'm using. Jasmine white rice, but white rice is good. You want that kind of, how rice has this like soft texture. You want that soft texture. You can also, another thing that you can do is you can boil it, you can mush it, and then put the rice mushy on your face, and it makes it really, really soft. But I was looking for the peeling effect, so I used grounded rice, and then I used the yogurt. So right now I am experimenting, and once I understand more about what it does to the hair, and if my hair really does go through this like regeneration of what I'm hoping to achieve, then I will keep you in the loop and share these little techniques with you. Okay, so meditation. So just to recap self-care. So self-care is anything that is for you. Massage, meditation, breath work, going for a walk, smelling a flower, going to the beach, spending times with family, with friends, going to dance, all the things, whatever it is, putting a mask on your face, taking time to write a song. Maybe you just write a song for fun, something creative, but anything that is for you. Then we got meditation. I know that meditation is just like I'm the meditation, but meditation is a whole journey within itself. I always recommend that if you have a hard time sitting for 20 minutes, for 30 minutes, for an hour, start with as little as 3 minutes a day. Everybody has 3 minutes a day. And that, like three, I remember when in my beginning of my journey, I did not like meditation. It was very hard for me to sit. I had back pain and I didn't like it. And I was in this group where we were meditating for 40 minutes, almost to an hour every day. And I would always peek at everybody. I'm like, when is this going to ever be over? Oh my God. I was like, it was so difficult for me. And then a year later, I went through this traumatic experience and then I wanted to meditate, but I still had a lot of agitation in my body. And I saw this program and it said, start for 3 minutes a day. And I was like, I can do 3 minutes a day. That's really not much. So I sat down for 3 minutes a day. And I found out that very quickly I actually wanted 5 minutes. And then I wanted 10 minutes because it felt good. It felt that it was helping me. So start. If it's hard for you to start for a long time, start as little as 3 minutes and then expand to 5 minutes and then go with your own pace. But give yourself a moment. Give yourself that moment in the day to tune in, to say, hi, how are you? How are you feeling? Tune in with your inner truth, with your inner self. Close your eyes. See what's inside. See what's inside just a little bit in a day. It might take you on a journey for years and years and years in a meditation practice that you would never thought you would. Breath work, our heart, if you're breathing correctly, your heart is going to feel expansive. But if you're not breathing properly, your heart is going to start having problems. So it starts with oxygen. Our heart, wants oxygen. That's what it feeds off of, oxygen. Give it oxygen. Give it breath work. If you're noticing that you're not breathing enough, catch yourself. Take a deep breath. Everybody take a deep breath. Breathe in prana, chi, breathe in that energy. See how you feel afterwards. Wow. It's life. Breath is life. If you're not breathing, you're not living. So the more you're going to breathe deeply, the more you're going to have that vitality in your body. And breath work is the portal, the key to having a more vital life. Music. I love music. Oh my gosh. I'm so grateful for music. Aren't you grateful for music? What music does to the body. Music is the language of the heart, in my opinion. There's art of the heart. Music is the language of the heart because the heart, love is not something that you can really express. You can, but it's something that you feel. And music is something that you feel. It either feels really good or it either is like, turn that off. I can't listen to that, right? Because something stimulates your heart of love or it stimulates something that is uncomfortable. Sometimes there's different forms of music that doesn't make us feel good, and some forms of music that makes us cry because it touches our heart. And same goes to sound therapy, singing bowls, shakers, drums, gongs, all of those things that really help us open our heart through sound. Daya is saying the breath is the gateway between the outside world and our inside world, right? Yeah, because it's going in, going out, going in, going out. And it's a dance that happens with the inside world and the external world. Inside world, external world. That's a beautiful analogy. I love that. We tend to the garden of the heart through the art of the heart. So we have a garden, right? We have that garden, and then we want to make it a botanical garden. But the garden is in the heart, and we want to make it artistic. We want to make it special. We want to make it beautiful. The art of the heart is the act of nurturing the soul's garden because the heart is the home of the soul. The the heart is the home of the soul, and it becomes the soul's garden through service and devotion to the heart of the divine, which is you, my friends, my beautiful, lovely, deep intuitive family. You are the divine heart. And we are devoting our time, our energy, our sacredness, our beauty, our love, everything that we are into that heart. And the more we do that, we are going to be happier and happier and blissful, cheerful, more and more and more happy. Now, on the flip side of this beautiful botanical garden, there's things that might not have been yet solved in our past, right? So the art of the heart is also the removal of all pesticides from the heart. If we have a garden, if you had a garden in your backyard, would you really want to put pesticides on it? Like all these big corporations, they pesticide our food and then we have to eat that and then we have to detox it because it makes us feel ill. You wouldn't want to put pesticides in your garden, right? So also think about all the things in the past: resentment, anger, shame, guilt, all of this thing, body shame, all these things that we've carried. Those are the pesticides of the garden of the heart. We don't need that. We would never wish to poison our soil of our garden. So, the same with toxic energies that linger in the garden of the heart, seeded by energies devoid of love, false reflections of the divine, rooted in fear, and so on. So we want to make sure that we are pesticide free, we are parasitic free, and that these toxins are not ruling our heart, our thoughts, our body, and our cells. Same with toxic energies that linger in the garden of the heart, seeded by energies devoid of love, right? We want to nourish the garden of the heart with love thyself, with self-care, with ritual and worship of love, of divine truth to ourself. Releasing identity with parasitic forces, media, dogma, government, countries, identity, all this crap. Oh my gosh, so much crap. So much crap. If we want to release the illusion of identity and really tune in to our sacred truth. And we want to release the separation, to feed on that separation of our identity of who we actually are. If you're saying one way or another with a country, you're in separation. You're creating that separation, actually. We all have to come and we all have to love each other. We all have to understand that there's a big problem on the planet now, and it's huge, and it has not it's not the name of a country, it's not a name of an identity. It's the fact that we're turning on each other in times of crisis instead of coming together and loving each other. There's so much layers to this, and there's so much layers to, I'm saying this now on a talk show on YouTube, and there's people that are in survival. And when you're in survival, it's really hard to be in that heart of love. But the people that are not in that survival state, hence me on this talk show, we're the way showers, we're the light workers. We are here to hold that space, to hold that vibration for the people that cannot. I'm going to say that again. We are the way showers. We are the light workers. We are the people that know the truths of divine love and have the ability to hold space for the people who cannot. So just remember that, because I've been on both sides. I've been in Israel when there was the war, when October 7 happened, and I know what it feels like to be scared for your life and run for your life and not know if you're going to make it through the day. I know what that feels like. And you know what? All my Zen went out the window that day. I wasn't thinking about love, or how I was thinking, how am I going to survive this day alive? And that is not a feeling that many people experience. And so until you don't know what that feels like, I feel like maybe that was given to me to actually understand and have the compassion to understand what survival mode truly means. And so if I was in that state, but somebody else was holding the vision for me of love during the time of chaos, instead of judging me for what I was feeling, that is medicine. That's what we need in this world. We need the people that can hold space for the people that are in trouble, that are feeling helpless, that are feeling that they don't know if they're going to survive the day. And you know what? That's happening all around the world right now, including the United States. It's happening everywhere. So remember that the power that you have in your heart of just holding a vision of love for everyone, not because they're from a specific country or somebody comes from someone else, for everyone, even your enemies, because they're also coming from love, I think, I hope. And if not, we're going to vision them in love. And easier said than done, but that is the practice. That's where we want to go. Okay. The art of the heart is the liberation of darkness, levitating, I like that word, levitating through the heart of love, releasing all that holds no resonance with truth or love. Okay. Daisy is saying she is manifesting wonderful, caring friends. Everybody give a shout out to Daisy and say, I affirm for you, Daisy. You are already creating wonderful, caring friends. I am your friend. Everybody affirm to Daisy. She is already creating wonderful, caring friends. Aho, aho, aho. Okay. So I am going to offer today a 10-minute light language for opening the heart to creative energy. If you want that, give me a shout out in the comments. Yes, I want to open my heart to creative energy. Write it down so I can say I affirm. We want to affirm this. Say, I am opening the heart to creative energy. I am opening the heart to creative energy now. So write it in the chat, write it in the comments below. Before we go into that, I am going to just give a little moment to talk about what I have going on, just to get that out of the way, because after the activation, I kind of just want to tune out very peacefully without trying to bring anything of the offerings right after. So I'm offering a profound cleanse that I've been putting all my heart and my resources and everything that I have learned about cleansing. I started my detox journey when I was 20 years old. I've learned about juicing when I was 20 years old. I did many juice cleanses. I did a 7-day dry fast. I did all kinds of fat. I did parasite cleanses. I did juice cleanses. If you know me, you've probably noticed that every year I do 1 or 2 cleanses. I'm like, I'm cleansing right now. I always take the time to cleanse, but I never really offered my knowledge and what I know about cleansing to people. And so this is the first time I've created a book. I've created a book for this detox program that talks about everything that I know about cleansing. And it's what I've learned is that it's best to do it in 4 phases. So I'm offering, that's why it's going to be 15 days. It's a cleanse to reverse age, cellular rejuvenation. We're starting on the new moon on March 29th, finishing on the full moon. I think that's April 14th. Let me check. We're finishing it. Sorry, I don't have it written down here. We start March 29th, finish April 12th. I have a shopping list. If you are interested, actually, if you wanted to sign up, let's talk about first what's in it. Okay. So what you will receive, let's talk about that first. A complete 15-day detox guide ebook. I may publish this. I really kind of want to publish this book because I think it's valuable and it has a lot of information that is so valuable for people to know. 4 channeled light language activations, my friends. Okay. I'm taking 4 of these phases, has a full activation channeled from the divine, 1 per each phase that you're going to be listening to in each phase, followed by 4 overnight meditations to reprogram your subconscious mind during this phase. Sacred sigils for each detox phase. You're going to get a channeled sigil that's 4 sigils. Okay. And then we're going to create a Telegram group, support, and soul community. Now, the activations are not going to be done live because I am also participating and I won't be able to do the fasting part of it when I do activations. So it's going to be pre-recorded, though. If you would like, we can watch it together on a Zoom. I don't know exactly how you would do it, or you can use it in divine timing. If we want to create a group and just play it and watch it all together, like on a YouTube group, we can definitely do that. But I'm going to be participating, doing the cleanse right there with you and sharing my journey. Daya is like, we wrote time. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Oh, d- yes, please publish the book. All right. I want to. So that is in the works. I really, really want to publish the book. Would like to get yeah, let's first do the detox program, see how everybody feels, see whatever. I would like to get your opinions and reviews, and then I will publish the book and tweak it as I get comments and how people respond to this detox and cleanse. We're going to see. Okay, awesome. Thank you for the support. We're going to also have a Telegram group so we can all talk to each other, show what we're doing, sharing, letting go, sharing our hearts, because detoxing is not just a physical journey. It's a very, very emotional journey, because everything that you have numbed throughout the years through eating, through coping mechanisms with vices, you are putting it in your body. And what happens in a detox is you start to release all of those things. So a lot of emotions come up. It's a beautiful emotional detox as well. I'm going to talk about the phases real quick so you really understand what's included. Okay. Phase number 1, you're not going to go hungry here at all. It's just a different shift in what you're eating. Days 1 to 4, we're just in an elimination phase. So basically, we want to make an easy detox. We want to eliminate coffee if you're a coffee drinker, any stimulants, any processed foods, inflammatory substances, starchy foods, preparing the body for a detox on a cellular level. When you do this, the detox is going to be way easier. It will help release any kind of headaches, any kind of problems during this phase. We are really preparing for a deep detox. You'll eat from clean list. I'm going to give you a list of fruits and vegetables, herbs and hydrating teas and things that support gut health, reduce inflammation and flush toxins out and make a much deeper cleanse. And I'm going to give you a list. You don't have to buy the whole list. You can just go with your intuition, what feels good for you. All the information is there, and then you are the creator of your own body, your own reality, your own temple. You decide what's right for you. Okay. The activation associated with phase 1 is heart structure and identity rewiring, releasing the false structures built around the heart, societal dogma, outdated beliefs about love, suffering, and distortion of the inner lover and beloved. This activation, this whole point of this activation is the heart. Okay. I don't know if you watched my show about the liver and the relationship with the heart. If you haven't, I will put the link down below so you can watch that show that I explained the connection between our liver and our heart. But this whole detox program was created to liberate our heart. The heart, when we stop consuming food that makes our liver overload work to process fats, it gives our heart the energy and vitality and chi, mana, prana, kundalini energy to actually embody the lover and the beloved, the god, goddess. Okay, Shiva, Shakti, whatever you want to call it. It gives us that space for the heart to unite. So the activation is going to prepare for phase 1 for this unfolding. Phase number 2, green juice, that's going to be for 4 days. That's day 5 to 8, flooding the body with minerals, light and light force. You're going to drink green juices, lots of celery, lots of lemons. This phase will deeply detoxify the liver, kidneys, and blood while opening emotional portals. This is where the emotions start to open. You start to release. You're going to be doing enema cleanses. I wrote in the book the different enemas that you can use, what you can put inside to bring a better holistic cleansing to your process. If you've never done an enema, it'll be a fun experiment for you, I'm sure. But it's amazing. It's amazing. Even if you're like, what? I'm not going to put anything up my butt. It's amazing. It's going to clear your skin. It's going to make you feel good. And you're going to just feel absolutely incredible after, I promise. If you ever had any kind of flu or any kind of digestion problems, you can do an enema and the next day you'll feel like $1,000,000. It is really worth it. So phase 2 activation is clearing food attachments and parasitic programming. Okay. Clear parasitic frequencies linked to sugar, food addictions, and self-denial. Reprogram emotional eating patterns and food as love and love beliefs, right? So sometimes we relate food to love. So we're going to clear those beliefs that food is translated into love. And that's how, it also is like self-abuse. Some people use food as self-abuse ritual to I don't know, to hurt ourselves kind of subconsciously because of something that happened in their life. Food is a very interesting, it can either bring you so much vitality or it can actually kill you. And this is where we're going to work on our limiting beliefs and reprogramming our connection to food and this parasitic energy that we have in society of what food really is. Okay. Teach your body how to receive love without needing to consume matter. Restore purity and sovereignty to your digestive system and subconscious. So this phase is really focused about food intake, about matter. Matter is the physical aspect of how we nourish ourselves, and reprogramming our identity, how we perceive love with food, and how we identify food with love, and then we can replace it with something that nourishes us, like love, like creation, like art, all the beautiful things that give love into our being and not actually the food. And reprogramming what food we actually need and what and how much to consume, when to consume. So it's very, very important part of being human. We really need so much maintenance to make this body work. And so I'm going to download these automatic writings to really ask the creation itself the perspective on how to heal this. Okay. Da, 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 Phase 3 is water fasting, only for 3 days. It's not going to be hard. The body begins to burn through stored toxins. Now, if you're already reading this and you're already having resistance, just don't worry about it. Like, you don't have to water fast. I also want you to, if you have any kind of illnesses, any kind of thing, ask a doctor. I am not a doctor. I'm a holistic channel, and I'm a channel. So it's very healthy to water fast. People have solved illnesses, mysterious illnesses, with water fasting. It is amazing what you can achieve, because you know why? It lets all of your organs rest. It gives your organs time to rest, stop digesting, and actually have the time to recalibrate and rest. Okay. So the body begins to burn through stored toxins, accelerate healing, and quiet the nervous system. This phase activates soul level awareness and deep spiritual insight. The activation associated with phase 3 is to restore identity to the seat of the soul, build energetic infrastructure to the house of higher octaves of intelligence, meaning we are going to be bringing our intuitive, innate, spiritual gifts and awareness online. Okay, awaken soul devotion and divine clarity, and harmonize your subconscious with timeless divine purpose. This is going to be all about us and creation itself. This will be the time where this activation is going to harmonize our divinity with creation, release limiting beliefs around God creator, about the celestial realms. And this is really going to work on that divine connection between us and source energy. Okay. Now, water fasting, if you feel like you don't want to water fast because it's too hard, you can continue juicing, or you can just break your fast. And I don't wouldn't like you to break your fast. I would like you to continue. But if you listen to your body, you can continue to juice fast, because it'll still be amazing. Because you're only up until this point, you juiced for 4 days. You can add another 3 days of juicing, and that's a week of juicing. That's going to be so incredible for you. So just listen to your body. Can't water fast, you juice. If you don't want to juice anymore, you can break the fast and just do the activations. But if you want to go deep, 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 you go to soft dry fast, day 12 to 15. These are another 4 days of dry fasting. And here you are allowed a soft dry fast. Dry fasting is no water at all. I don't believe in that, because our body does need nutrients. And so in the dry fast, you will be able to take 8 ounces of water, and we were going to put electrolytes and different things in the water, so it'll be easier for your body to go through this process. Quantum reversal, reverse aging, and cellular resurrection. This phase initiates a state of cellular regeneration and DNA recalibration. I will repeat that. It is quantum reversal, reverse aging, and cellular resurrection. This phase initiates a state of cellular regeneration and DNA recalibration. And this phase, activation phase 4, is anti aging. It's for anti aging, stem cell awakening, and interdimensional beauty. Okay, because we have all kinds of ideas of what beauty is. And we want to go to the source of all beauty and anti aging, which happens in the cellular structure in your body. And that's what dry fasting does. Dry fasting stops everything, and your cells start to create new stem cells in your body. So, this activation that I'm going to do for this phase will regenerate new cellular growth through light language and fasting, release all identification with aging, decay, and decline of your physical structure, activate some stem cells and awaken youthful divine frequency. This is also through light language, and release beliefs and programming about aging and beauty. Okay. So you're welcome to go really quickly to my website, and you will find, if you go to the Deep Intuitive Healing website, if you scroll down, you'll see that the 15-day cleanse, reverse aging, is right there on the top of the home screen of the home page, and you can find it very easily, and you are welcome to sign up. We start in just about a week on March 29th. You will have a shopping list. You'll receive a shopping list of what you need to get, all the essentials, okay? All right. Healing sessions are available. You got a 10% coupon code, all lowercase I am divine, offering 42 chakra point energy scans where I scan your body from 42 points in your body to detect entities, to detect any kind of energy blockages. And then once you go through the scan, I will put you on a program of light language activations tailored for each specific spot in your body that will release that energy block. It replaces me completely of doing a one-on-one hands-on session, and you receive the same treatment as I would do a one-on-one session in your own divine time. You can listen to the program for a third of the price of what I offer a one-on-one session. I'm offering theta healing sessions one-on-one to clear limiting beliefs that we will meet on a Zoom call. And I will, if you want to let go of anything that is deeply programmed in your system and you have repeating patterns, we can work on that to clear that completely. And offering a triune bundle, which I will channel a divine avatar name for you. Morayana, for instance, is a divine channeled avatar name. And that is something that I receive from the divine. You will also get a channeled name, tailor channel sigil for your specific energy body, and guided divine messages. You can find that on Deep Intuitive Healing right here on the homepage. Light Scribe Art. If you go to Deep Intuitive Healing, there's a store here, and you can enter the store, Light Scribe Shop, where you have wall art and apparel and accessories for all the cool products that I create. All right. And yeah, you got 10% off there too. I am Divine 10, all lowercase. Appreciate all the support I can get. Please, Ariel, if you're in the chat, post here the link to claim their free sigil. You would get a sigil today for absolutely free. And you got the instructions and affirmations, and it will assist with expanding your heart and the heart of the garden. Okay. Let's start our 10-minute light language activation. If anybody has any questions, you're welcome to email us to contact@deepintuitivehealing.com. And really, really appreciate all the comments and all the things that you'll post here below. Let us begin our light language activation. I will be doing this light language activation for opening the heart for creative energy to enter our heart. If you would like that, just say yes on the chat or on the comments below. Affirm, I am opening the heart to creative energy now. Write it on the comments below. I am opening the heart to creative energy now. I affirm for you. So let's take our hands and put them on our heart. Put them on the heart. And really feel that garden of your heart, what that garden looks like. And maybe it has multiple colors. Maybe it has one color. Maybe it's a purple color, a blue color, a yellow, orange. Maybe it's all the colors of rainbows. Maybe it has colors you've never seen before. But tune into that garden, your botanical garden, and enter that garden. Walk inside that garden and sit on a little bench inside your heart. Let's take a deep breath in through the heart. Pull that breath from your heart through your nose, expanding your chest, bringing that breath all the way above your crown, and holding that breath and letting go. Let it go, let go. Let the breath travel out of your mouth. Maybe sink in with a little sigh. Inhale through the nose, calling in creativity, calling in expansion, calling in more love, calling in more bliss. Hold that breath. Hold it, hold it. Hold that vision of what you're calling in and release through the mouth. Letting go. This time you can shake your shoulders just a little bit, move it from side to side. You're starting to feel more relaxed in your body. One more breath. Inhale that garden. Inhale that art piece you always wanted to create. Inhale that song you always wanted to write. Inhale that rice thing you're going to put on your cheeks. Inhale deeper and deeper and deeper. Hold it. Hold that vision for all that creativity. And let go. Letting your body relax, 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 relax. Creator of all that is, I call in the four directions, angels of the north, the south, angels of the east and the west, angels of the heavens and the earth to come stand around our vortex and create a sphere of white light of protection. It is commanded that no lower frequency, no lower being, and no lower entity may enter through us, above us, around us, or below us. It is commanded that all energies that are being cleared in this very moment in this activation will be cleared for good and be restored back to love, back to peace, back to complete wellness through all time, space, continuum, and multidimensional. And so it is, and so be it. Creator of all that is, it is commanded that you transmit an opening to our heart chakra to expand our capacity to creativity, to open our creative channels in our heart, to open divine love in our heart, and to expand our connection to creation itself through the God Goddess manifest within our heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is, and so be it. Inna yama yana sua sua Indra Indra Indraye. Ooh, ooh, me ame. Mao me amu ya ma ya Yahoo, Muayana se trayana heuma mi ama heya ua he ua he Ah. Indra hetra satra asat ara kitrayana he hok ura shatra kitrayana he sat ara ut ara saikatra indra he hak ara itra he undra he hashara sitrayana he hut ara kitrayana satra kitrayana he handara sitrayam he umna he ya oh. Andara kitrayana he satra kitrayana he. Hoshchara kitrayana he. Undra katrayana humha humha. You can snap your fingers above your head to clear the energy all around. You can snap, 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 snap your fingers. Indra ketra satra he yana he yama he. Undraya he ya na ya wa ya he na ya he Indra ya he ya he Muatrayana he satra kitrayana e taya kutra kashak yatrayana he andra kitraya sutra kitrahe hak ara kitrayana he sudra kitrayana he Hak ara kitrayana he satra kitra shut ara sitrayana he. Akara kitrayana he sut ara katra he. Hash ara kutra he anasai ha ut ara. Hek ha setrayana humashitraye. Hak ha setra kutra hinana sitraya. Hondra kitra he satra kitrayana he. Umma katra sit ara. Indra katrahe yana sut urukutrayana he. Hash at arakitrahena uma. Hotarakitrahes arakut arahe. Andra hish katra hundra e. Sat indra hat undrakat et as. Undra he nasik arakatrayana he sai. Undra he nanasi atrayana he. Shat araki trayana he sut uruku trayana he shara. Inaya he ya ha. Ya he ya ha. Ya ho he. Ma oh he ya oh he. Ma oh he. Me ya oh he. Ma oh he. Yeah ma. Oh he ya. I'm shedding so many tears. I want you to take your hands and whisper inside your hands what you want to create in your life with the art of your heart. And say it as if it's already happening, and then say, "It is done, it is done, it is done." And I'm holding space and singing for it and affirming it for you at this very moment. Ya, hey, ya, hey, ya. Om. You're welcome to bring your hands in prayer into your third eye in gratitude for being here today, for yourself, for your heart, for the art of the heart, the garden of your heart. And bring that prayer to your heart and bow in honor to yourself, to the divine within you. I wish you a peaceful rest of your weekend. And if you're watching and tuning in on a regular weekday, may you have a blessed day, whatever time of year it is. May you be washed and showered with blessings of divine love, of divine grace. May you know the beauty within you. May you see the beauty within you. May you feel the beauty within you. May you know that you are love, that you are glory, that you are the essence of the Almighty. And I love you. You're in my soul, in my heart. I see you. I love you so. Remember to claim your free sigil. It is on my website. The link is here on the description below. It is free. It is a gift. Please go and get it and use it. There's affirmations, and you can use it to assist your process in your heart of the art. The art of the heart of the garden of your heart. If you are curious and interested to do this detox between new moon and full moon, please go to Deep Intuitive Healing and check out the front page. The detox is right on the front page right here, and you can find that right there. I am Morayana Levy. I am here for you always, and the heart of love and the heart of the divine. I see you. I know you. You are light. You are love. And until we meet again on Friday, actually, because we're doing a cleanse, I won't be able to be here for the show next week. I might do a pre-recorded show, but if I might skip it. So it will be, if I don't decide to do a pre-recorded show, then we will meet on April 18th, because this detox is going to take a while and I'm going to be fasting. So we will meet on April 18th and perhaps a pre-recorded show before. I'm sending you all the love in the world. I'm Morayana. If you want to work with me, let me know. Contact us at contact@Deep Intuitive Healing. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you very much, and toda rava. Thank you for being here today. Aloha.